Right now, more money proposed for Madison's new men's shelter. How many additional dollars are being added to the project and where it's coming from?
Plus, a Columbia County jury has found a man guilty of killing a woman inside a Wisconsin Dells hotel room in 2021.
And when an Iowa County man reached out to our Call for Action team about extra charges on his energy bill, we looked for answers to learn why. It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 10. Well, after such an extremely dry summer, the rain being seen around southern Wisconsin tonight is a welcome sight. There's more of it to come as well. In the most recent U.S. drought monitor, much of southern Wisconsin is still considered to be in a severe or extreme drought.
But as the season has changed from summer to fall, so has the weather, at least for now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti has the first warned forecast. Gary?
Well, we are getting some rain. We've had some rain here at the station, about a quarter of an inch of rain so far. But other areas have picked up more than that, and there's more on the way. As we start out by looking at the time-lapse from the WISC-TV Skycam, it was mainly cloudy. There were a few peaks of sun from time to time, but then as we got into the latter part of the afternoon and the evening, that's when the showers started to roll on through. And as we check out high-resolution Doppler radar right now, east of Madison, pretty dry, at least for the time being. To the west, we're seeing showers and some isolated thunderstorms. A little closer look shows this area of showers and storms from just west of Baraboo over toward Lone Rock, down into Grant County, just north of Platteville. This is heading toward Dodgeville, over toward Mount Horeb. Just starting to see some showers there, and eventually into Madison, probably within the next hour or so. But 6-hour future track radar shows that area of showers and thunderstorms expanding through much of southern Wisconsin overnight. But good soaking rain there. Also seeing some areas of fog visibility down to about 2 miles in Boscobel, expanding north of the Wisconsin River. We're seeing a little more fog there. Temperatures right now are in the lower 60s, and these aren't going to change very much overnight thanks to all the moisture and the rain. 62 right now in Madison, 64 in Janesville. Here in Dane County, 64 in Middleton, 65 Verona, and 64 in Oregon. Look for mostly cloudy skies, some scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms along with areas of fog, low dropping to 62 degrees. Later on, I'll take a look at how much more rain we can expect and a warm up as we head toward the latter part of the weekend.
Gary, thank you. Police here in Madison continue to investigate a shooting at a house party from late Friday night, which left 3 teens hurt. Officers recovered shell casings near the intersection of Minders Road and Crested Owl Lane, close to the Madison-McFarland city line. One 17-year-old boy and 2 girls, a 15-year-old and 16-year-old, suffered non-life-threatening injuries. No arrests have been made. Neighborhood residents say they feel uneasy as the search for the person responsible continues.
It makes you feel unsafe because honestly, if it can happen here, you know, it can happen in any neighborhood. That's how I feel.
Police are reviewing digital evidence to identify any suspects. Madison police say there was a shooting between 2 vehicles on the city's east side this afternoon. Officers received a report of shots fired on Rethke Avenue. Luckily, no one was injured. No arrests have been made, but if you have any information about the shooting, you're asked to call Madison Area Crime Stoppers. The number there on your screen, 608-266-6014.
A Columbia County jury has found a man guilty of murdering a woman inside a Wisconsin Dells hotel room from more than 2.5 years ago. Jeremy Mondy of Janesville was found guilty on all 4 charges he faced, including first-degree intentional homicide. He was arrested at the View Hotel on Valentine's Day in 2021 after an employee found him asleep in bed and the victim on the floor of the bathroom. Mondy told police the gun went off on accident during an argument. He later changed his story to claim self-defense. Jury deliberations began this afternoon following last week's trial. It took less than 2 hours for the jury to return its verdict. He'll be sentenced in January. Authorities in Juneau County are continuing to ask the public for help in finding a woman who's been missing for nearly 3 months. 43-year-old Leah Stewart was last seen on the 4th of July near Mauston. She was wearing a black shirt, dark-colored shorts, and no shoes when she disappeared. In a news release, the Juneau County Sheriff's Office asks residents there to check their property for, quote, anything that appears to be disturbed, unquote. You're asked to call them at the number on your screen if you have any information on Stewart's location. Tonight, the proposed men's day shelter on Madison's east side could be getting a boost in funding from the 2024 proposed Dane County budget.
Armand Rahman sat down with the Dane County executive to hear why. Armand?
Yeah, guys, about $23.5 million from the city, county, and other sources have been set aside for the permanent day shelter at 1904 Bartolon Drive. And now Joe Parisi wants to up the county's part of that by $1.5 million. If approved, that would bring the county's contribution to $10.5 million total. This comes after project leaders revealed an increased cost for more daytime space and a backup generator. Community Development Director Jim O'Keefe previously told News 3 that as design continues, these projects are at the mercy of inflation in the construction market. Parisi added that room for a generator is necessary to prevent people being forced out in the elements like during the power outage in the summer of 2019.
As everyone knows, and a lot of people have experienced in the last few years, the cost of construction keeps on going up. And so we just want to make sure there are going to be a lot of lives living over there, spending time there. We want to make sure we can keep people safe. But also this will be, the whole facility will be designed with providing services.
In the daytime space, guests would get help connecting to housing, mental and physical health care, and employment support. Is expected to fit 250 people with dorm rooms of about 50 beds each. And Parisi's budget for next year also proposes continuing the county's $376,000 supporting the operating costs of Madison's overnight men's shelter.
Free COVID-19 tests from the federal government are now available. You can get 4 tests per U.S. household by placing an order at covidtest.gov. The rapid test can be taken at home and used regardless of whether someone has symptoms. They should be good through the end of the year. U.S. COVID hospitalizations have been on the rise since July.
New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez remains defiant in response to the federal bribery charges filed against him. The Democratic senator and his wife were indicted last week in connection over what prosecutors call a corrupt relationship with 3 businessmen. They're accused of receiving improper gifts such as gold bars, nearly $500,000 in cash, and a luxury vehicle. He does not plan to resign and believes he will be exonerated.
Between ESPN, Fox, the Big Ten Network, and other sports channels, it can be really hard to keep up with what networks are broadcasting Badger football games. And you won't find Wisconsin's next game on any of those channels. Instead, it'll be streaming on Peacock. The Badgers don't play this weekend, but when they host Rutgers on October 7th at 11 a.m., you will need a subscription to watch. In case you're thinking, no problem, I'll just do that free trial. Well, Peacock actually does not offer that. To watch, you actually have to sign up for the service, which will cost you $5.99 per month plus tax, but you can cancel at any time. These iconic red Netflix DVD envelopes are on its last legs. We stream Netflix now, but you may have forgotten it started out as a mail-order DVD rental service. That part of the business model fell into obscurity years ago and will officially end on Friday. Netflix is sharing some stats from its DVD rental service. The first DVD that Netflix ever mailed out was Beetlejuice on March 10th, 1998. In the following years, it had 40 million unique subscribers and mailed out upwards of 5 billion DVDs.
The Writers Guild of America and major Hollywood studios have reached a tentative deal to end the months-long strike. The Guild says the leverage generated by the strike is what, quote, finally brought the companies back to the table to make a deal. Writers have been on strike since May 2nd. That's the second longest in the union's history. In a statement, the WGA said it could authorize members to return to work tomorrow before the deal is ratified. Network shows such as The Late Show with Stephen Colbert could return to broadcast within days. And now the focus turns to SAG-AFTRA, the union representing actors, which has been on strike since mid-July. Actor David McCallum, known for his role on the long-running CBS show NCIS, has died. CBS says McCallum died of natural causes, surrounded by family in New York. In NCIS, he played Donald Ducky Mallard, an eccentric medical examiner who served as the patriarch to the show's investigators. David McCallum was 90 years old. The Super Bowl, more than 4 months away still. We don't know which teams will play next February, but we do know who will be there.
R&B singer Usher has been tapped to headline the Super Bowl 58 halftime show. The 8-time Grammy-winning singer says he is humbled to have been chosen to perform. He received word he'd be performing from rapper Jay-Z, whose company Roc Nation produces the halftime show.
Jay-Z calls and he's like, it's your time. It's the magic moment. And, you know, my girlfriend is there and she's like, I'm like, it's happening. She's like, no way. And he's like, way.
Super Bowl 58 will be played in Las Vegas on February 11th, and you'll be able to watch the game right here on News 3 with kickoff set for 5:30. Still to come on News 3 now at 10, an Iowa County man finds extra charges on his energy bill but can't do anything because of a state law.
How you can avoid the same problem. It's a call for action story you don't want to miss. Stay with us.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
When it's time to remodel your home, lean on the experts at Brothers Maine for all things appliances. As Madison and Janesville's local appliance authority since 1938, our experienced staff will make your project easy from concept to completion. Better than big box, Brothers Maine has a larger selection, lower prices, and professional advice to bring your vision to life. On time and on budget. From sales to install, we do it all. Feel great about your purchases and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Get 11% off your entire kitchen upgrade at Menards. Clearview Cabinetry is flexible by design, so you can go from doors to drawers for storage that works at every stage. And the style is so easy to update. You can do it in a snap, meaning you don't have to remodel your space to make it work even better. Save over $400 on these Travic Hickory kitchen cabinets after rebate. Clearview Cabinetry, 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
Doctor, after my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me really self-conscious.
It's not your fault. That stubborn fat and excess skin is very difficult to get rid of with diet and exercise alone.
That's exactly why I went to Sono Bello. I really trust their team of experts, and I finally got the flat stomach I had always wanted.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
Ab EX is a great alternative to a tummy tuck because that overhang you mentioned becomes flat and tight fast with minimal downtime.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation now to learn more about Ab EX by Sono Bello. Call 1-888-285-6876 or go to sonobello.com.
He was last seen fleeing from a traffic stop in Rock County. Months later, his body was discovered in an abandoned home miles away. What happened to Christopher Miller? News 3 Now probes for answers in an exclusive discussion with the Rock County Sheriff's Office.
Thursday at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Our Call for Action team is helping you with your consumer complaints. In one of the most recent cases, our Catherine Merck introduces an Alliant Energy customer in Iowa County who was charged for a meter he didn't use.
She tells us why state law is backing up the utility company and how you can prevent extra charges from hitting your bill.
You could not get away with some of this stuff in any other business that I know of.
James Castor says he's been paying his bills on time to Alliant Energy for 2 decades. That's what made this phone call a surprise.
And they said, "Sir, we've made a mistake."
James said Alliant Energy reached out to him about one of his 2 properties and 2 meters for those properties. James got rid of one property, and so Alliant took away a meter. But he says Alliant never told him he would start getting charged more for the meter that was left.
I said, well, nobody told me that when I asked to take it out, you know.
Alliant told James an audit found out there was an issue with the amount he owed and that he'd be getting a bill for over $300.
I said, so you're charging me for no usage of electricity, something I don't have, and I haven't had for a long time, and you just found it because of an audit. And she says, yeah.
That's when James reached out to News 3's Call for Action team, hoping we could help him get to the bottom of this.
I mean, I didn't use their product.
I reached out to Alliant Energy asking about this audit. In an email, a communications spokesperson told me 150 other customers were impacted. James reached out to the state consumer protection groups for help and learned how hard it would be to get his money back. Wisconsin's Public Service Commission told me workers reviewed the complaint along with 2 other customers' issues. A spokesperson cited 2 state laws and the utilities tariff. Both showed that Alliant was following the laws to issue the changes. That means James is out over $300.
And they're protected by law from not getting lawsuits and other things like that from some people that feel they've been treated unfairly.
James ultimately paid the few $100 for the bill and is still calling for action on Alliant Energy so other customers don't get overcharged.
You couldn't get away with this in any other business you could tell me about, but that's the way it is.
In order to make sure you can avoid unexpected charges on your bill, here are a few resources Alliant has. There's detailed information about Wisconsin's electric rates through their website that has links to the most common consumer rate classes and information on meter charges. There's also several consumer resources on the Understanding Your Bill portion of their website, and that includes sample bills and video guides so you know everything that you're being charged for. Additionally, customers can always review their information on an online portal. That's their billing account or other questions through an online resource, and that portal is called My Account. Links to all of these resources are available on our website at channel3000.com. For this call for action, I'm Catherine Merck.
And if you need our call for action team to take action on your behalf, give us a call, the number there on your screen, or you can submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call for action.
Over half of American workers surveyed say their salary just isn't enough to cover the cost of living. That's even as inflation eases from 4-decade highs. A Bank of America survey reveals 67% of employees say the cost of living is outpacing growth in their salary and wages. 80% of those aged 35 to 44 feel stressed about money, with the survey finding that women are much more worried than men. The average family is spending $700 more on a monthly basis on the same goods and services compared to 2 years ago. That's according to Moody's Analytics. Well, winning tonight's estimated $785 million Powerball jackpot would help anyone take care of their cost of living.
And here are the winning numbers from tonight's drawing, which just happened before the start of the hour. There are 10, 12, 22, 36, 50. The Powerball there is 4. The $785 million grand prize, by the way, is the 4th largest in the game's history. Wisconsin is home to at least one former Powerball winner. In 2019, a West Dallas man held the winning ticket for a jackpot worth $768.4 million, the 5th largest Powerball prize in history. A Wisconsin woman has turned her home into her own kind of 100-acre wood.
From stuffed animals to keychains and even a faucet, if it's anything Winnie the Pooh related, Deb Hoffman has it. This all exists inside her Waukesha home. The collection's so big, they had to build an addition for the rest of her items. Right now, it totals more than 23,000 pieces of memorabilia. Hoffman says she finds items at thrift stores, through the internet. Some are even donated. She hopes her collection can inspire others to follow their passions and hobbies.
You don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. So if there's something that you like to do you like to collect? Do you like to drink coffee? Do you like visiting museums? Do you like a sport? Whatever it is, follow it and have fun.
In case you're wondering whose record she broke, well, it was her own. Guinness World Records recertified her record in February and sent her an updated plaque earlier this summer.
It's like Gary's garage in the Cubs gear. But
Yeah.
We got some rain out there. It's got everybody, you know, feeling a little Eeyore out there, huh?
Well, you know what? I think everybody will see the smiles on their faces when the grass turns greener over the next few days.
Already noticed it a little
Yeah, so we do have some rain out there, but, you know, sometimes you get a rainbow, too. This is from John Borleski of Verona, and I'm looking at the position of that rainbow, and I'm pretty sure that that part of the rainbow is going very near Eric Franke's house. So if he finds the gold, you know, it'll be better than winning the lottery, I'm sure. The other thing with that thunderstorm that went through southwestern Dane County, there was actually a very brief tornado touchdown between New Glarus and Belleville, actually about 3 miles southwest of Belleville. Very brief touchdown. Storm spotters saw it, not seeing any damage. There were no warnings issued for it. In this type of a weather situation, it's not unusual to have some brief cold air funnels. If they touch the ground, they're almost certainly not going to cause any kind of significant damage. But as we look at high-resolution radar, Dane County, at least for the time being, is mainly rain-free. Most of the rain has either dissipated or moved off to the east. Now the next batch is starting to move in from the west toward Mount Horeb, just west of Verona, across plains over toward Mazomanie. And then you can see the more widespread area of rain and some thunderstorms now stretching from west of Wisconsin Dells through Baraboo, Reedsburg, Lone Rock, and then down into Iowa County. And there's Dodgeville. They're seeing rain, more rain coming coming in just north of Platteville, some heavier thunderstorm cells, but not a lot of lightning with the heavier cells. The lightning is a little bit farther to the north. So isolated thunderstorms and heavier rain showers, everything kind of lifting to the north and east, and even some showers and isolated thunderstorms in northern Illinois lifting toward Monroe. And over the next 6 hours, Janesville, you'll get in on it. So will Beloit and eventually over toward Watertown and Johnson Creek. So everybody should get a pretty decent rain for tonight. And then we'll see off and on showers and even a few isolated thunderstorms into tomorrow. Rainfall from that cell around between, say, the town of Perry and New Glarus. Some areas of southwestern Dane County may have seen as much as 3 inches of rain, but most areas right now about a quarter to maybe a half inch of rain. Then some of these heavier areas, maybe as much as 3/4 of an inch of rain. But we'll see some more rain, in fact, through Wednesday evening, even a few thunderstorms. But then dry weather returns from Thursday through next week, Tuesday, and then high temperatures up around 80 from Sunday through Tuesday of next week. Plan your evening or your overnight hours. Look for those showers, isolated thunderstorms to continue to rotate through. We'll see some areas of fog, but notice the temperature staying pretty mild in the lower 60s. So those temperatures aren't going to change very much. We'll look for a high tomorrow of about 70 degrees and some scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms into tomorrow afternoon. Rainfall amounts through early Thursday morning. Additional rainfall, probably about a half inch to about an inch west of Madison. East of Madison, maybe about a quarter to a half inch of rain, but there'll be spots that pick up more than that in a heavier thunderstorm. Tomorrow, high of 70 in Madison, some scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms across Dane County. Planning your day, 70 for the high in Cottage Grove, 65 in Brooklyn, 67 in Dalyville. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, a little cooler to the north and west, 66 in La Crosse, 65 in Camp Douglas. Janesville will top out at 70. First warn 7 to 10 day forecast, 68 and some showers Wednesday, but will dry out on Thursday, see more sunshine in the afternoon, and then those temperatures jump up to the mid 70s to around 80 over the weekend, and then around 80 for the early part of next week, maybe some thunderstorm chances about Wednesday of next week.
Coming up in sports, a pair of former Badgers made the biggest plays of their young NFL careers yesterday. Stick around to find out who did what next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses? See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
No question, I want to spend these months at home with hospice care from A Grace, so I can be with my dog and my grandkids and their laughter.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
Who's always behind the scenes helping make safe, regulated childcare possible in Wisconsin? DCF. We're your trusted source in support of quality childcare.
Learn more at qualitychildcare.wi.gov.
America, it's a 24/7 kind of place. And that's where Ford Escape comes in, the ultimate getaway vehicle. With available driver assist technologies like pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking and Bliss with cross-traffic alert to help you get away from it all, even when you're right in the middle of it. You got this with Ford Escape. Choose FlexBuy on Escape with 2.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $1,500 FlexBuy cash, only at your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Daddy teaches you can be anything in this world that you want to be, right? Don't Daddy teach you that?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're black or white or any color.
See, this is how children think right here. Critical race theory wants to end that.
You can make friends.
Yeah, you can make friends, no matter what color they are. So we need to stop CRT.
The truth wins if we're all brave enough to tell it.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV.
And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible.
incredible to look down and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-952-0466 or go to sonobello.com.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Schedule your comprehensive eye exam at shopko.com or bring in your outside prescription.
Without 5 of their best players in his Lambeau debut, trailing 17-0 entering the fourth quarter, Jordan Love and the Packers did the impossible yesterday, scoring 18 unanswered points to stun the Saints. Love finished 22 for 44 with 259 yards and a touchdown, but it really wasn't until the game's final minutes until the Pack really clicked. Love rushed and threw for touchdowns in the game's final minutes, giving the Packers a late lead in a day Green Bay will never forget.
It was like a nightmare that went to a dream. And I think there's parts of that where I mean, that whole fourth quarter was a blur. I've never been a part of something like that before.
You know, the way we were able to stick together, nobody flinched, and able to put up a comeback win like that, down 17. More importantly, to bounce back off, the loss we had last week. I think that's just a huge confidence booster, and it brought us all together.
Man, nothing in life is easy. Nothing in life is given to you. So sometimes you just gotta take it. You gotta take what they're putting out there, and then that's just how you come out on top.
Elsewhere in the NFL, former Badger Keanu Benton picked up his first NFL sack last night. Big New exploded off the blocks and helped his Steelers beat the Raiders on Sunday Night Football. Benton is one of a quartet of former Badgers on Pittsburgh's defense. But he wasn't the only former Badger balling out on defense. Here's the Bears linebacker Jack Sanborn intercepting Blaine Gabbert. It's the second-year linebacker's first NFL interception. The Bears would lose big, and not that Packers fans are counting, but that is 13 straight losses for the Chicago Bears. And a few weeks out from their October 7th season opener, Wisconsin men's hockey was picked to finish 5th in the Big Ten preseason poll. The Badgers hired a new head coach in Mike Hastings this offseason to try to turn the program in a new direction. And Wisconsin kicker Nathaniel Vakos was named the Big Ten Special Teams Player of the Week. In Bucky's 38-17 Big Ten opening win over Purdue, Vakos made 3 extra points and 3 field goals, including a 48-yarder. And the Brewers did not play today, but they'll have the chance to clinch the NL Central tomorrow. The Crew's magic number is 1, meaning Milwaukee, if they win tomorrow or the Cubs lose, it would lock up the NL Central. The Brewers are 88-68 this season and are 6 games up on the Cubs. They'll host the Cardinals tomorrow at 6:40. We'll be right back.
That'll be an RBI for Taylor. At Stanton Optical, you can stop waiting forever for an appointment. Same-day eye exams and walk-ins are always available. I wish other things would happen as fast. Get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable, rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com calls Honda the best value brand. Car and Driver calls Honda the winningest brand in 10 best history. But we like ruggability, and you'll like the incredifantabulous deals, so see your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin.
Our city has a pulse. Steps from bustling and wild. Come find familiar. Experience new. Live in our rhythm and stay.
Look, Mom, I found one.
Oh, yeah, you did, but we need an ATM from our bank, unless you want to spend a small fortune in fees.
No, thank you. Banking with BMO means more fee-free ATMs than the 2 largest U.S. banks combined, including places like pharmacies and grocery stores.
Saving money and more convenient. Look at you being so helpful.
What'd you expect? You're studying at a help stop.
That's you.
That's me, at a desk.
When a bank helps you get and stay ahead, that's the BMO effect.
We do it right.
what you need to lend a helping hand. When you wake up, just know that we're always there.
Dean Health Plan by Medica. Right here with you.
Have you heard? Tempur-Pedic sleep is better sleep.
With innovative memory foam developed by NASA, Tempur-Pedic mattresses reduce motion transfer,
Which means less tossing and turning so you can sleep undisturbed through the night. But which Tempur-Pedic is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. Or get a $300 gift when you purchase any qualifying Tempur-Pedic. And rest easy knowing it's backed by our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Shop Denver Mattress today, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer.
Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30.
Culver's is bringing its Critter Burger back next week. Ooh. Starting next Monday, Andrew, you can get the cheese curd patty topped butter burger, but only for a limited time. The idea was born out of an April Fool's joke in 2021 and became a reality in October of that year for just a single day. They were so popular that Culver's brought Critter Burgers back in October of 2022 while supplies lasted. And it is unclear how long Culver's will offer this Critter Burger, so to get one, just visit your nearest Culver's beginning October 2nd.
Gary, you had that, or are you sticking with the McRib, the one that they always bring back for McDonald's? You've always liked the McRib.
Yeah. We always hear about the McRib.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting for that to come back. I might be waiting a long time. Remember the beef steak sandwich, too? I remember that.
Did either of you guys
DLT?
try the Critter Burger last year?
I have not. No, we did not.
We'll make it. We'll
okay.
try.
I did it. It was worth it. I don't know that I'd want it every day. So limited time is not the worst thing.
It's cholesterol free.
Yeah, it is.
It's healthy.
Yeah, I think so.
Bad, huh? Thanks for joining us, folks, for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good. We'll see you back here tomorrow.